Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Saturday, February 15th. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day, whatever it is that you did. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. It was pretty quiet here. We did go to dinner, but we went to just a local eatery and that wasn't very crowded. Mexican food place, small business, because I wasn't feeling 100%, and we don't really go out on Valentine's Day. Like, we'll do a really nice date night dinner like in the next week or two. That's typically what we do. So yeah, very quiet here. If you are new to the channel, welcome. This is a channel on my hobbies. My hobbies right now are primarily cross-stitching, but I also do enjoy some sewing from time to time. Hopefully one day a little bit of quilt making. I'm dipping my toe into quilt making just a tiny bit right now, but not enough to have anything to share. I mean, I haven't sewn for several weeks, but it is something that I do like to do. And I also enjoy paper crafting. I like to make greeting cards and gift card holders and gift tags and treat boxes, that kind of thing. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I'm so glad to have you return and see what we've been up to this week. Let me see, this week. A couple of late nights. I worked a 12-hour day and an 11-hour day back to back. It was raining pretty heavily on Thursday when I was supposed to go out with the girls, and watching the wind whip around, wondering if it's a tornado, because it was really, we've had a tornado go through my neighborhood before. Very minor. For those of you that live in tornado country, you would probably laugh at the tornado that went through my neighborhood, but we did several years ago, many years ago, probably about almost 30 years ago. I'm watching everything whip around in my backyard, and I'm like, that's not unlike that day when the tornado came through the neighborhood. It does not appear to be the case. There was no major damage like there was that time here, but there was a tornado in Oxnard, which is a few hours away up the coast. So anyway, so I emailed the group and I'm like, can we postpone? So they just canceled it, and we're going to do it next month when I'm hosting. So sad because I didn't get to see everybody. We all hadn't seen each other since our Christmas party. So we were all looking forward to getting together, but the weather was just not cooperating. So we stayed in, which I was so glad that I did. I got some stitching done. I didn't get a whole lot done because I really was exhausted. I'd stitch for about 10 minutes and then I put my hand and my needle down and I just watched TV. And then I'd stitch for a few minutes. I mean, I got something done, but just not, I didn't move very fast, but I'm kind of impressed with what I did get done. I feel like I made a really good dent in almost finishing a piece. So we'll look at that today. Let me see. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to share today, stitching wise, because last weekend when I was stitching in the evening on Saturday and then pretty much all day Sunday, I was working on table gifts, and I probably did 4 more than what I needed to do, but I did that for a couple of things. For a couple of reasons. I wanted to have a couple extras in case I messed up with assembling what I'm doing. I've been looking for a tutorial on YouTube. Can't find one. So I'm kind of going in blind on this one. I'm hoping to work on it a little bit this weekend and see if I can't figure it out. I had to order some seam binding, so I have a bunch of seam binding. I had 2 shades come in, 2 shades of a blue come in earlier in the week, and then I've got, I think, 3 or 4 more shades of blue coming in today. Actually, it's already been delivered to my husband's work. So I need to sit down and figure that piece out, and as well as work on another little something that I've got planned. And then I have finally decided on a smalls exchange project, and that is going to be involving felt. So I'm very excited about that, and I think I'm going to use one of these pinks in here. I have to pull out my felt pack, but I think I'm going to use one of these pinks. Maybe this one, or maybe this one. This one's a little too rosy for me, but oops. I'm thinking one of these colors would be nice. And then I'm going to look through my felt box and see what else I have. And if I have a different color, maybe I'll pull that one out, and I'm going to make one for me as the practice one. And, oh, excuse me. And I'm going to make one for the Smalls Exchange. And then the Smalls Exchange will get that, plus I think I'll drop in some of the table gift too. So they'll get what I give my table gift, and then the little small thing that I'm making. So after that retreat, which is the 27th, 28th of February, 1st and 2nd of March, so probably that weekend after, I will share with you what I made. So make sure that you come back and check it out. I did a little shopping. I've been doing some market shopping. I told myself I'm not going to buy a bunch of stuff. And I don't think that I have purchased as much as I did last year, but there are some things that I just couldn't live without. So I picked those up. And then this week, Primrose Cottage released their St. Patrick's Day Quaker. So I ordered a finishing kit. So that's the floss and the backing fabric and the trim and the, I think it's a felt or a wool to go on the back of the pillow to finish it off. So that, I ordered that, as well as some more 40 count blush linen. There might be something else. I can't remember. We'll see. My haul for the market, I'm ordering everything through Lindy's Stitches this year. I did that last year. And I was very, very pleased. They combine the orders and refund any shipping overage. So that's nice. And I've already received a refund on shipping. So that's really nice. And they really did last year. They got everything out in the mail, like the week after market. So I got mine really, really quick. Whereas the year before, I think I was waiting almost a month. So I didn't really care for that. And I didn't order from Lindy's Stitches. I also found Brenda Gervais charts on Farm Girl Dry Goods. So I ordered all but one of her spring charts because, you know, I love me some Brenda Gervais. So that'll be coming too, probably mid-March. So, and things are still being released from designers, and I'm still, I mean, I should be done. We shall see. One thing I didn't do is I didn't order a bunch of new fabric, partially because my fabric storage is very, very full right now. And also, I'm not sure what exactly I want. Like, I think I want to order a bunch of neutrals, but then I want 32 and 36 count, but that's really not my favorite count. My favorite count's 40. And I'm not going to order the same color in multiple sizes unless I'm going to be stitching it for a lot of different things. So I kind of decided that I will wait, and I'm going to the Live and Die LA retreat, and they will have fabric for sale. So I kind of am thinking maybe any additional fabric pieces that I purchase might be at the retreat. So if all else fails, I can go online and order later as I'm getting ready to stitch the project if I don't have anything that will work. And that's, I just ordered the patterns from Farm Girl Dry Goods this year. I didn't order any of the kits because when I looked at the floss list, I have almost all of the flosses for all of the charts. And the fabrics, I think I may have some, but I know I have some neutrals that will completely work for the piece. So that I just did the charts. Which is odd for me because I usually like to order the kit. That way it's ready to go, put it in a project bag, add whatever I need to add to it if I do, and I'm ready to go. But this time I didn't do that. Okay, I did have a new start, and let's go ahead and start there. I wanted something Valentine, so I pulled out, I had purchased this a couple weeks ago from Stitching with the Housewives on their Etsy shop, and I wanted to finish this. And I kind of like that finish. I don't know if I'll use it, keep it as a hanger, but I do have the beads, the bead wreath, and I thought that would be really cute and use it in my displays. So I started it, and I had to frog some because, you know. And I think I have all the called for. Maybe I don't. And not all of these colors. Well, actually, no, that's not true. All of these colors go with this piece, but I do have multiple skeins for a couple of the colors. Just because if I ran out, I wanted to have another skein in there. Because I have this piece in there, and then I have the Be Mine, this one. And I have the finishing hearts, and I've already showed those in a video. I am stitching this on, I think it's a 25 count Lugana white. And that is how far I got. So I've got mine done. I did start stitching up here some of the hearts, but I was off. And it made a difference. So I pulled those out and I put it down. I went to bed. Really quick stitch. 1, maybe 2 stitchy sessions. It should be done. I think I will, if I don't finish it before the retreat, excuse me, I think I will take it with me to the retreat and finish it. I've kind of decided that I will take a couple of bigger projects, but I'd like to focus on some of my smalls and have some dedicated stitching time to them so I can maybe get them across the finish line and out of my whip bag. Because I feel like I have started some new projects that are kind of taking over. I stitched this 2 threads over 2, and so it's decent enough coverage. So I'm excited to get that done. I'm hoping this fabric count will allow me to finish it in the round like that. We shall see. I'm a little nervous that it's a little bit big. And if that's the case, then I think I'll just probably figure out a different finish, whether it be framing it in a circle frame or 141 Design Company or Paisleys and Polka Dots, you know, finding some kind of a circular frame. Okay. My Friday focus piece is Entwined Hearts by the Scarlett House. And I am moving along. The called for fabric is Aztec Red by Weeks Dye Works. I saw this peony pink and I ordered it, and when I saw that chart, I knew I had to put it on the peony pink. Or pink peony. Nope, peony. And it's 36 count. And I had to do substitute the flosses. The only one I didn't have to substitute was the black coffee. But here's where we're at. So I worked on this yesterday. I finished filling in the centers of this row here with the white. I changed the strawberries and I made them pink, and that color is Begonia. It's supposed to be white in the chart, but that's really the only color major deviation. I mean, I had to change colors for this chart just because the colors that look good on the red would not look good on this. And then I had to tear out last week a few of my hearts. I was off. I didn't start in here correctly, but I only have one pink heart left to do. And then I did the first half of the alphabet and I started working on that flower for that bottom center motif. I think this can be done probably by the end of the retreat, if not beforehand. It's really not that much left to do. I'm so excited. So I just have to add the heart and then the second half of the alphabet and do this down here, and it's done. And I couldn't be more thrilled with how it's looking. So that was yesterday's focus. I probably could have gotten it very close to being finished. I did come home early yesterday, but something I ate did not like me yesterday, and so I basically laid down on the couch and probably slept for about an hour and a half. Which, again, this time of year, if I want to sleep, I'm going to let myself sleep. Okay, I was perusing through my seasonal whip bag, and I was looking for something that I hadn't touched for a while. I was thinking spring. I don't really know. And then I came across this one, My Home Sweet Home. And this one would be one, even though it's got, you know, kind of a red, white, and blue theme to it, it's something that I would keep up all year round. And I thought, let's take it out and see what it looks like. And so I did. I am stitching this on 36 count flax linen by Zweigart. And I'm using the called for. Pretty palette. And this is the one on Thursday that I was stitching when I really was tired and out of it and not really feeling it. And I do have a mistake in here. I cannot find it. I'm choosing not to find it because I think it's going to work out okay in the end. But here we are. So I added the word sweet and I added the word home. I did the flagpole here and I did the little flag except for the white stripes. And then I did this motif here and I brought the border over and down. So for stitching a little and then stopping a lot, I feel like I made a really good progress. This one will go to retreat with me and I should be able to finish it up. There's a couple more of these star motifs here. A few of these flowers are in through here. The word home, bring the border down, I believe, on the bottom. Fill in the door, and then there's white sprinkled throughout just to kind of fill it in. And then it'll be done. So if I don't pick it up before retreat, I think this one will go with me to retreat, and I expect to finish. I love it. It is going to be a pillow finish. I'm not sure the backing or the style of pillow, but that is the thought. I was going to do a new start. I was going to start this guy. This is from last year's market. And then I realized, wait a second, I've already got a start. I have started this one, Grandma's Candy Dish. And I had a good portion of this done. So I just added the leaves and a couple of the eggs, and I started on this branch over here. I've got 3 charts in this bag, and these are the called for colors, most of the called for colors. I found out when I was doing this that I didn't have a couple of the called for colors, so I just pulled from here. So I pulled this for the pink egg and this for the purple egg. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count One More Reproduction by Bestitch Me. And there we go. So I added the pink egg, the purple egg. I brought this over and this over, and then I added the green leaves, and that's about all I got done that day. I was going to start in on the basket, but I think it calls for eggshell, and it was raining that day. Wednesday was raining here too, and I didn't want to come out here at night when it was raining and look for a floss, so I just put it down and went to bed. But I love it. I love it on this fabric. Fabric has just enough modeling that it looks aged without looking too heavy in spots. So I'm real happy with this. I can't wait. This will also be a pillow finish. The other one that I have in here to do is Hello Spring. So I didn't start a new one for spring, but I pulled one out. I feel like I'm moving away from winter. I'm not pulling winter out as much. Ugh. So I'll have to this week, I think, go through that basket and pull out my winter. And if there's something that I have to finish, I'll keep it in the basket. If it's something that I can wait and stitch it on it when I feel the need to, it'll go into the bag. I pulled out Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage. This will also be one that will go with me if it's not finished by retreat time. I will take it with me. I purchased the finishing kit, so it's the backing fabric, the rickrack trim, all of the floss, and the wool square for the back of the pillow for finishing. And I am stitching this on 28 count Mushroom Lugana, which I believe is the called for. So this one's going to be a little bigger because it's on a 28 count. So you'll notice in the pattern, the date is 2024, but I didn't get it finished in 2024. So I tried not to chart out the 5, and it didn't work very well. So then I went ahead and I grabbed an envelope that, was sitting at my table, and I just sketched out, the 5 real quickly. And then I stitched it, because it will be finished this year. So I felt pretty confident putting the 25 in there. So I finished this motif, I added this, the 25, and I started working my way back across. It's so pretty. I love this purple. So soft. So I got some work on that. This one may be a new start. I couldn't remember if I had already shown you or not. There is no photo of this one, so it's from the cookbook. It's the Teresa. It's from last year's cookbook, and it's the Teresa Kogut chart. It's this one. And so I did have a start on it. I decided to stitch this on 36 count Patriots Brew by R&R. And this is my start. I did change out the spool wood color. The color that it called for blended in too much with this background, so I made it a little darker. I love it. This was when I was done stitching all of my table gifts, the motif for that. I should have gone to bed, but I thought, no, I don't really want to. And I pulled this out and started it. Which I'm glad, because I've been seeing this in the bag without being started and partially kitted. So I did finish kitting it up a while ago, and then I'm like, I gotta finish it. So I gotta start it, and I gotta finish it. And that is it for stitching. Let's see. Haul. My Classic Colorworks Floss Fix came in. This month we've got Mermaid's Fin, Milady's Teal, Mint Julep, Miss Madeline. Excuse me. Miss Madeline, Mistletoe, and Misty Mauve. And these colors are really pretty. I took, this morning, I took to FedEx some of my cross-stitch books that I have purchased a while ago to have the spine cut off and to have them spiral bound. And that was the call saying that they're ready. So when I'm done filming this, I'll go get them. Real pretty. This Mermaid's Fin, it's such a pretty blue, and it's actually variegated. I don't know if you can see that a little bit. So it's really pretty. So that came in. Some other things came in that I can't show you. And then I was watching today Stitching with the Housewives, and they had their a piece that they finished for Easter that's really cute. I'm gonna have to get the chart because I think it'd be really cute made up. It looks like it would be pretty quick to stitch. We'll see. And And she had a brown bunny kind of like laying down, fuzzy. I think he was fuzzy. Only about 2.5, 3 inches long, maybe 1.5 inches wide. Really cute. And she put that on top of the finishing piece, along with some crocheted flowers. She said she got the bunny at Hobby Lobby, and I thought, okay, well, I've got some other bunnies that I can use for finishing, but they're taller, they're glittery, they look, they're in pastel colors, they don't look very natural. So I thought, and that's adding a lot of height to something, to a small finish like that. So I thought, let's go see what they got, and maybe they would have more of the sunflower crocheted flowers. They did not. But when I was perusing, I found white roses. So I picked up some white roses, and I picked up some pink daisy type flowers. Still on the lookout for sunflowers. And then I picked up this wooden bunny. Bunny decor. Spring shop is on sale. Easter is not yet, which kind of bummed me out, but I wanted to get what I needed, or what I wanted, because I didn't want to maybe not get it. I've just been in a shopping mood too lately. But the reason I picked this up, I watched Nicole Spohr. She did a video where she took 2 hearts. She had, at Target, they had a $5 wooden heart plaque that you could mount on the wall that was raw wood like this. And then they had 3 small hearts that had come in a package with like paints and a paintbrush. She thinks it was marketed for kids, but what she did is she brought them home and she painted them, and then she cut out of wool felt and flower dyes, wool felt flower dyes. She cut out flowers and did this beautiful flower arrangement on the heart. Well, when I saw this, I walked by it, and then I'm like, huh, I think I could do the same thing with the bunny. So I thought it would be cute to do something like around here and coming down here. I don't necessarily have felt flower dyes, but I do have other flower dyes that I know can cut felt, so I may play with that a little bit. And I just thought it'd be really cute on this, and I think I'll paint it like a creamy white maybe, and maybe distress the edges a little bit, and darken them up with a little bit of like an ink pad, or just to kind of age it a little bit. So I picked it, like I have time to do this before Easter, but I picked it up. We're gonna give it a shot. So I picked this up, and then I picked up, I host Easter, so part of me is like, what can I use these picks for? But I picked up bamboo skewers. So we've got carrots, and you see they've got the little lines, and the lines are not drawn, they're actually like etched in. And then bunnies, like a blue, a pink, a white, and then the carrots. Really, really cute. For $3.50 a piece, I thought, sure. I don't know what I'm going to use 100 skewers for, but part of me was thinking a couple of these might look cute, cut real short and stuck in the flowers for this, maybe. Or another finish, stick it in the bow. I just thought it might be a cute extra to have. And then I found these cute little pom-pom bunny picks. So you've got like the jade green, a yellow, pink, and a lavender. Really cute. Couldn't resist for $3. And I thought they would be cute in a finishing piece as well. Then I found these. So I picked up these to kind of scatter throughout the house. I kind of have a thing for bunnies. And I think when I go to like Hobby Lobbies or Michael's or Home Goods, you know, I'm like, oh, bunnies, I need more bunnies. And then I'm like unpacking my Easter stuff and I'm like, I did not need more bunnies. But I figured one would be for out here, one could be for like the bathroom, one could be for the living room or the kitchen. So I picked up, these are the only 3 colorways they had, so I picked all 3 up. $2.99. And as I was walking by on an end cap, they had these cute little chicken eggs. $5.99. I wish I would have gotten them at 40% off, but I didn't want to take a chance. I did find them on another shelf. Oh my God, I just noticed his legs are crossed. Let me see. Crossed legs. His legs are not. And then they had a yellow one with a different kind of glasses, but I just wanted these 2. And then I picked up this guy. So like a cup of cocoa with whipped cream. And he lights up. And he's got the bunny ears and little candy swirls. I like putting all of these things in my displays or on my tiered tray. They're really, really cute. And then cake plate. A little tiny cake plate. About 8 by 7. About 8 across 3 high. I collect cake plates. I use them at work when we do a party. I use them here. If someone, like if I have just a few cookies left after making cookies, I'll put them on a cake plate. When we do entertaining, I'll put something on here and elevate it. Really cute for decorating. I loved this aqua color. They also had pink and they also had a green that was kind of like a peridot green. But these were $10.99. So I will wait for them to go on sale before I go back and see about picking up another one. I don't need them because, like I said, I collect them. But let me tell you, there have been times where I've been at work and someone's like, gosh, I wish we had, you know, like our theme for our party is like red. I'm like, well, I have some red cake plates. I'll bring them. And they get so excited because who has red, you know, glassware to display anything on or serve anything on? I do. So, anyway, so I think that is it. I am going to spend some time this week finishing up my table gifts and working on my my gift exchange for the small gift exchange for the retreat. And I'm also going to take some time and go through and pull out the pieces that I want to work on. Again, I'll pull out a couple of bigger ones, like maybe the flower motif will make it in the bag. Maybe Land That I Love. Maybe I'll just go through and pull a few things out so that if I get tired of working on a small, I can work on a bigger piece or vice versa. But I know I've heard, I don't know because I've never gone to a retreat before, that if you take something that's too complicated, you don't get much stitching done in the first place, but then a lot of times you wind up frogging because you're listening and talking and you're not maybe paying attention. So I don't know that I will have enough time to outline a bunch of stuff so I can just do fill in. So we'll have to see what that brings. But I'm going to start packing my bag and at least setting things aside to pack the bag. And we'll see. what happens. This weekend, well, my husband and I were out somewhere, and he made some comment about my room or the TV, or because he was supposed to put a TV out here, and I've had the room almost 2 years now. I think it's been 2 years. I still don't have a TV. So he made some kind of comment. I said, oh yeah, like, it's too bad it's too bad my TV's not working. So last weekend he was at Walmart, and he was taking a long time, and I'm like, I don't understand what he's doing. Did he go to the movies and just forget to text me? Like, so then he comes in and he's like, I got you something, come look. It's a surprise. I'm like, okay. So he takes me to the garage. He's like, okay, open your eyes. And I open my eyes and I'm like, you didn't clean it out? It's like, it's still a mess. Like, there's not a pony. There's no goat. And then I saw it. He got me my TV. So I said, oh, we're going to put it up this weekend. He goes, no, next weekend. We'll see if that happens. But if it does, I'll be very excited, because then I'll feel better coming out here in the evenings too, and watching a show and doing some crafting, especially as the weather warms up. Right now I don't come out so much because it's a little cold. I mean, I have a space heater, but I will come out here, and I'll be able to watch TV and do some crafting. So I'm kind of excited about that. He did surprise me, and then now, once it goes up, then I feel like, okay, now I can really finish planning out the rest of my space. Like, will a shelf fit there? Do I want a shelf over both windows, or do I want it over just one? Or do I want it to go, that whole corner? Or do I want it to go all the way around? And, I can kind of plan where I'm going to hang things, because I was not planning on this shelving unit here off to the side. It's taking up more than half of my wall on this side here, but I need the space. I needed it to be vertical, so I can't put much there in terms of stitching finishes. So this will allow me to get that TV up, know exactly where it's positioned, so that I can start planning, and when I finish things, putting them up. So I'm kind of excited about that. We'll see if it happens this weekend or not, but it's in the garage. Half the battle is won. Okay, I think that's it. I hope that you have a great week ahead, and that the weather plays nice for you wherever you are. Again, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye.